Happy Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am Obiajulo Olabisi Ugbo, and as usual, I have my beautiful co-hosts with me. Damilola Banire, how you doing today?
It's Good Friday, and I intended to greet my people in my language, which I'm going to do now. Ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ oòjíire pátápátá, jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti òkè òkun. Inú mi dùn láti wà níbí lénìí, mo dẹ̀ fi àsìkò yìí kí wa wípé a kú ọdún, a kú kẹ̀yìn fún ti àwa ẹlẹ́sìn ìgbàgbọ́, a kú ọdún Good Friday àti àjíǹde Jésù Kristi. Orúkọ tèmi ò yí padà Olúwadámilọ́lá Ọmọbánirẹ́.
Today is the day that
maybe we should go home.
You would have told me to prepare.
So today is Good Friday, and it's a happy day. Well, I've been doing site work, renovations, interiors, and all of that, and the exposure is quite nice. I've done 2-time course on interior last year and the year before, and I just decided like let my village people not press me down again. And this is even my village. I'm from Lagos, and this is where the money is. So please patronize me. I can style your space. Thank you.
Ramatu Shehu Oyibo. Speak your language, please.
Speak your language. Well, me, I'm not doing Good Friday. Speak, it doesn't matter.
But today is Jimoh now.
Today is my nephew's birthday, but then Jamal. Today is my naughty nephew's birthday. He's 6. He's intelligent and smart, but
very naughty.
That naughty thing is still there. Happy birthday, Jamal. May God continue to protect and keep you for us. We love you so much. And then yesterday, we hope we'll be able to deliver very well, because yesterday I spent all my time on Instagram.
Doing what? Watching
JP 2025.
Online laws.
Man, did you see the outfits? All the man,
they came out.
Is it Taylor or fashion designers? We are doing so well. See look at the outfit, so beautiful, and I'm like, wow.
Now money now.
In fact, I didn't sleep early. Honestly, I didn't sleep early. I was just watching. You know, it was
happiness
very beautiful.
Some of us.
I'm telling you.
You know, for a mother to train a child.
We're not at the wedding, but it's like
we were there. No, who said we were not there?
Enjoyed ourselves.
I think we was enjoying it.
Yeah, she was.
She was looking very lovely. She was looking very lovely.
Congratulations to Yabo.
Yes.
Amaka Orakwe.
Ibo Kwenu.
Kwenu.
Kwezodo.
Amaka 50 for 50.
I couldn't attend the Yabon's because yesterday was my cousin's wedding, and like the whole family was around, so they would just Yabo, Ojo, follow. I suppose understand. Yes, so and then today is my favorite auntie, one of my favorites, Father Sukimi, auntie's birthday. And so Nkata, I love you so much. Happy birthday! And my nephew, our first grandchild, Giovanni, I love you so much. They're always intelligent, but they never calm down to They have that 100 brain. Happy birthday to you guys. One number one is Happy
Good Friday. And then they celebrate Chineke Nonya Lawn. This is my own local dialect.
Yes.
But
I know now because my friends stay in Asaba.
Yes. Okay. So, good news. My second book is ready and has been released. That's the one I reviewed. Please calm down now. Let me give the gist. From freak out to chill out, handling mental health like a pro. So I realized that a lot of us have mental health issues. Daily activities that we do sometimes overwhelm us, and we find a way to survive. And many people are not even aware why they do the things they do. So I took my time to write a book that would help people navigate their usual lives. And the first manuscript that I wrote, I had to give it to my dear Amaka here, Amaka Orakwe, to review for me. And she reviewed, she was like, the book is good, but I want you to write something that is more memorable. She took her time and broke down the review for me. She now said, BC, I know it's work, but go back and rewrite this thing. I sat down. I was processing. How do I do this? So I sat down, took my time, and I rewrote the whole story. And by the time it came out, it was powerful. I gave it back to her. She was like,
women supporting women.
Thank you.
Women supporting women.
Let's continue.
So you It's about mental health. It cuts across women, men, and I did it like a story, right? As a script writer and a movie producer, now I want to be telling my teachings in form of stories. So you would see someone's character that just aligns with what you're going through, and you can, take lessons from there. So it's not like do this. You know the way they write self-help book. This one is storytelling, and you will enjoy it.
Relatable.
From freak out to chill out, handling mental health like a pro by Dr. BC Ugo.
Congratulations, baby.
I'm so proud.
The writer, the waker.
Thank you. Let's take a short break now. Where we come back, we look into the top stories in the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline: electricity crisis. Government offers national grid to investors. 7 million meters shortfall being tackled, says Minister. First Lady backs women farmers with 69.9 million per state. Tinubu fully engaged in governance despite being away, says Presidency. Why Ponzi schemes thrive by experts. Greed is chief driver. 1.9 million candidates for maiden CB WASC. 574 schools disqualified. Eastern Rail line likely ready before 2027, says NRC MD. Governors pay condolence visits to Plateau over killings. Troops hit terrorists in Borno, Plateau, Kaduna, and others. Emami accuses Delta government of boundary manipulation. Natasha's family house attacked. Let me take the major headline. Okay. So they said to end the frequent collapse of the national grid, which is described as old and weak, the federal government has unbundled and offered it for privatization. So the Minister of Power, Adebayo, was the one who said this yesterday while reviewing the government's activity in electricity sector. He spoke during the appearance at the 2025 Ministerial Press Briefing Series at the Radio House in Abuja. And they said the program was moderated by Minister of Information and National Orientation, that's Mohammed Idris. And he explained that there is a 7 million consumer meter shortfall, which the government is bridging with a planned program. He said no fewer than 80 million Nigerians out of an estimated 240 million population lack access to electricity. And according to him, the government has opened talks with some investors who have indicated interest in the operation in some aspects of the grid before the end of the year. He said, we have various offers from private investors. The national grid is owned 100% by the government. But I can tell you, with other ministries competing for funds, we cannot fund the national grid alone. It is an expanded national grid. It is too large, and there are some dedicated lines in which some private investors have expressed interest. So he says that privatizing the sector would go a long way to helping us get the electricity. There was also something very important here that they talked about. It had to do with our meters. So he said the launch of the presidential metering initiative is backed by 700 billion allocation, and government targets the acquisition of 1.1 million meters by year end. So hopefully more people will have access to the prepaid meters, for better electricity. So let's see how this privatization talks will go. If anything we need to do to just make sure that we have power in the country. It's
that's what every other thing sits on. This one, I have the can donate relief materials according to the Plateau incident, and it says that the Christian Association of Nigeria can donated relief materials to victims of attack in Bokos Plateau. Its vice president, Reverend Stephen Panya Baba, presented the items yesterday. Gunmen on April 2 attacked Horti, Josho, Dafo, and other communities in Manguna district of the locality. The relief materials include building materials, foodstuff, clothing, toiletries, amongst others. And this is a laudable one for CAN, because when things happen and they don't turn up, we're quick to raise an eyebrow to say, what is the Christian Association doing, or what is the Islam Association doing? So, I mean, it's a good one.
Okay, so I have the story of the terrorists happening in Borno, Plateau, and Kaduna. He said terrorists suffered a heavy blow from military onslaughts in the past week, with many of them killed. As we all know, many parts of the north have been reeling with from an upsurge in terrorist activities. But they said insurgents had attacked 4 military formations in Borno State and dislodged troops, with many civilians and security agents killed. They said the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus, said troops in collaboration with other security agencies and hybrid forces recorded successes in neutralizing several insurgents. They also rescued abducted persons, arrested insurgents, and recovered arms and ammunition, as well as stolen crude oil in the south-south. They said they were able to seize AK-47 rifles, then guns, PKT barrels, and assorted rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition. They said they rescued 17 kidnapped victims, and then they said the terrorist kingpin, that's Bello Kaura, was also neutralized in an air interdiction. And they said that they were able to, that 2 students of the Federal University of Dutch-Amma were freed. And they came to say that they also recovered motorcycles, Russell cows. They are still trying to, they said troops acting on credible intelligence arrested 13 suspected terrorists and a gun runner in Giwa, Chikun local government areas of Kaduna State and Gusau. They're just telling us, giving us updates on what they've done so far. We still need them to do more, because it's still, I don't know when this terrorism thing is going to end.
God help us. People are funding it, obviously. People are making money out of it. Yes, okay, so the reconstruction of the Eastern Railway line by the federal government is possible before 2027. This was said by the managing director and chief executive officer, Mr. Kayode Opife, yesterday, where he said that this rail corridor was once the best and vibrant rail corridor, and that they are determined to ensuring the corridor was back to working again and working effectively. His host, Governor Alex Oti, called speedy completion of the Southeast Rail project. Governor Oti, who noted the critical role of the transportation sector in economic development, described transportation as one of the most important sectors of the economy. They said that they hope that this would happen or be ready before 2027, but they can only achieve this based on the weather and if funds are released. But this would be amazing, because it will also help trade and commerce. It will just be fantastic, because it just reminds me of like when you watch the documentaries and of how things used to happen before the war. It would be fantastic if that works.
Trade and commerce, very important. Okay, now Daily Sun. Major headline, fresh tension in Plateau. Herdsmen allege poisoning of cows in Bassa. Government debunks claim governors visit Muftwang over killings. Cybex sec talks tough, vows to punish promoters. While Nigeria orders remain poor, additional AFDB boss. Buyers frustrated as Dangote's refinery petrol pump price reduction yet to take off. 1.9 million candidates to write May-June 2025 WASC. 574 sanctioned schools not present students. Tinubu returns after Easter break, says presidency. Reps, why we are probing grants, bailout funds to MDAs and others. Let's take a story and then we'll do a short break. Who's ready to go? Son.
Okay. So I have the story of the Adeleke, Makinde and Oyo Osun border tensions. They said the Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, says he has held talks with his, that's the Oyo governor of Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde, as part of efforts to peacefully resolve the boundary disputes between the two states. They said an alarm was raised by the Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdurrashid Akambi over violent clashes between residents of Okeoba in Iwo and the neighboring communities in Legelu local government area. So they also said that he said that the land grabbers from Legelu are attacking residents of several villages in that Iwo. He mentioned a lot of the local towns, Okunajo, Ele, lots of them there.
Oh, don't mention.
Yeah, so and they said that they said that the Adeleke and Makinde have met and they have decided that they are going to address the issue. So both leaders have agreed on the framework for peaceful engagement and resolution of all outstanding concerns, including direct involvement of their deputies in the peace process. So they also said that they're going to resolve on immediate actions, which include directing the deputy governors of both states to meet and visit the affected areas. Yeah. And let's see how that will pan out.
All right, we'll take a breather here. When we come back, the newspaper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
It's amazing how your child...
News anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
My people, I greet you plenty. Welcome back. We're still reviewing the Sun. You ready?
The West African Examination Council, WAEC, yesterday revealed that over 1.9 million candidates in over 20,000 secondary schools nationwide would write the May-June 2025 West African Senior Certificate Examination, which is the highest in the history of the 73-year-old exam body. That is the highest they've gotten so far. I like this because that means more people are going to school. Yes, it said, but however, 574 secondary schools will not be present because due to the federal government approved sanction for their involvement in exam fraud practices. Yes, but that's a lot of schools, not 574 secondary schools. That's a lot. And it might just be small, some few people that
1 year, 3 years, 5 years.
Did it, but now every other person will suffer it. So he also disclosed that the conduct of the WAEC for candidates in 2025 would take place between Tuesday, April 24th and Friday, June 20th, 2025 in Nigeria, spanning 8 and 1 day. Yes. He also stated that about 26,000 practicing senior secondary school teachers have been nominated by various ministries of education would participate in examination as supervisors. So that they hope that moving forward, because that they change things now, that whatever question is in my paper will not be the same as the next person's own. Yeah, so they change it now in order to curb exam malpractices. I wish the students good luck, because this is from here. This is another phase. You're going to move into another phase of your life. Good luck to all the candidates.
So the Securities and Exchange Commission, that's SEC, has vowed to go after the promoters of Crypto Bridge Exchange, Cybex, a digital asset trading platform accused of defrauding Nigerian investors of over 1.3 trillion. Trillion, not billion. So a statement was issued on Thursday. The commission clarified that neither Cybex nor its affiliates were granted registration by the commission at any time to operate as a digital asset agent, exchange, solicit investments from the public. They never give them that license at all. They said that Cybex operated under several alliances, including ST Technologies International Limited, Smart Treasure, Super Technology. They were presenting themselves as legitimate digital asset trading platform while promising investors unrealistic returns. So the SEC Director General, Imotimi Agama, warned that promoters of the failed scheme will not escape justice as the commission intensifies efforts to clamp down on illegal investment scheme. I just hope that they will find a way to find them. There's no face to that thing.
There's no face. Exactly.
Except when they hold you that you lost your money, you bring the person who introduced you. You keep bringing the person.
But people paid money into an account to be able to buy the coin, the Bitcoin.
That account, can they fish out the owners of the account? Because if you are paying, I don't know how that Bitcoin works, but I don't think Nigerians, you have like your address or anything for you to be caught on it. You know, like regular accounts, when anything happens, we can fish you out from the address you gave to the bank. But this one, I don't know how that works. It's just a painful thing. Let's move on now to Vanguard. Major Picture story here, more like a major headline. How bandits, killer herdsmen have impacted farming and food supply. A federal government declared 2 trillion of 4 trillion Genco's debts. NBA slams Rivers administrator over alleged disregard for rule of law. Gunmen attacks Senator Akpoti Uduahan's country home, damaged property. Deep Sea, Ariyi Emami urges federal government to investigate removal of Uborodo, other Ishekiri communities. WhatsApp to cut off millions of Nigerians using old phones. Tinubu returned to Abuja after the Easter holidays, according to the presidency. Malami to Al Makura Group, you can't speak for CPC blog. 2026 World Cup still possible for Super Eagles. Okay, that's what we have here. Biko, WhatsApp.
I have it.
What did they say?
So they said WhatsApp to cut off millions of Nigerians using old phones. So if you are using or all those kind of phones that cannot charge, wow,
how will they know the phone you're using?
So they said they are going to wait now. They said millions of old phone users in Nigeria and across the world may soon find themselves cut off from WhatsApp platform. Too much money, they made money. So they said this is because the parent company of WhatsApp, Meta, has announced that from May 5th, 2025, the app will stop functioning on several outdated devices that can no longer meet the app's latest security and performance standards. Okay. They said the update is part of its commitment to data security, app stability, and the evolving needs of modern operating system. The tech giant, as technology advances, phasing out support for older hardware is necessary to maintain app functionality and security. They even mentioned some of the phones. They said iPhone, such as iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, and there's some others, Samsung Galaxy S3, Note 2, S3, Motorola, Moto E. There's so many this that they've mentioned phone here. Models. Yeah, Phone Xperia Z, SPT, and V. They said that they will not be able to access the WhatsApp platform from the May 5th.
Rapture is starting from WhatsApp.
So if your phone has been mentioned, that try as much as possible
to change it. With which money?
We'll go and look for money.
No, they should go to
if their money is not in CBEX.
They should go to Tubu.
Hey,
all right, the one I have is Nigeria, China to sign digital currency deal to reduce dollar reliance, NCSP. And the Nigeria-China Strategic Partnership has said Nigeria would soon sign a deal on digital RMB with China to enable a direct conversion of Naira to Chinese yuan. The digital renminbi, RMB, is a central bank digital currency issued by China's central bank, the People of China's Bank. Speaking at the Digital Asset Market Strategy Masterclass series held in Lagos, the Director General of the NCSP, Joseph Tegbe, said the agreement was expected to reduce Nigerians' dependence on the United States dollar. He also described the pact as a major step in Nigeria's transition from a trade relationship with China to a mutually beneficial development partnership. The DG outlined the objectives of the partnership, which include driving infrastructure development, scaling up Chinese investment, strengthening trade and economic ties, promoting transparency, and advancing cultural exchange between both countries. So they talk plenty, but he said the proposed full adoption of digital asset markets in Nigeria capital markets and subsequent across Africa is going to be a game changer for wealth creation and economic growth sustainability.
Exactly what we talked about, that the dollar and the gold, and then we said, so how can someone sit down and then tell us that is their own currency that we should use to trade? Like why? Yeah. So the lawmaker stated that the NBA does not have the jurisdictional competence or ethical example to be a barometer for measuring democracy and constitutionalism. This is in Rivers State, where the Nigerian Bar Association itself in Port Harcourt branch had come out strongly against the conduct of the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibas, accusing him of constitutional violations and undermining democratic governance. This came as a House of Representative member from the Rivers State, Mr. Solomon Bob, had taken a swipe at the NBA, accusing it of insincerity and hypocrisy. Also following the association's condemnation of the state of emergency in Rivers State, which the statement came out on April the 10th. The lawyer's body described the continued interference with constitutionally guaranteed structures, including the suspension of elected state officials and recent appointments made by the sole administrator as unlawful, provocative, and injurious to democratic institutions. And they are still standing on the ground that they are not refunding any 300 million naira, which is a gift and support to the Nigerian Bar Association.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So we have to go, but I have this picture story here. They say residents of the 19 northern states of the country are predominantly farmers who produce crops such as yam, maize, millet, rice, potato, more like our food basket is in that area. They said that they always produce all year round because of the irrigation system that they carry out there, but is now being endangered. Sustenance is being endangered because of the banditry and insurgency and herdsmen killing that is currently facing those states. It's becoming very, very alarming. They said because they have been the ones giving us making it possible for us to have food sufficiency in the country. Now they can no longer do that, and that's why we're still having scarcity of food here and there. Things are more expensive. Many of them have been sacked from their farms. In fact, in some of those states, the bandits have hosted their own flags in some of the towns, and the residents of the place have all left. The farmers have all left. Sometimes they allow some of the farmers to go into their farms, but during harvest, they drive them and then they take their produce. See, this is becoming
a friend of mine called me. A friend of mine called me. Actually, he's been my friend since when I went to College of Aviation. He's a military man. I had to ask him, is this Boko Haram true? He said, Dami, wallahi, I'm in the Middle East. I'm in that volatile place now as I speak. And he was giving me different gist on how these people are not, they don't even know what they want. Because I was asking, what do they want? What do they not come on an agreement table and state? He said they don't even know what they want.
They don't know what they want.
And
you know the funny thing, when
hand.
they are in those communities, what they do is they provide for those communities. They give them money, so those communities protect them. That is the problem. That's why up till now you still find it, you still see that it's difficult for the government.
So it seems like the people are sympathetic to them.
Yes, because they provide for them, they help them, they give them money
and they sack many people. We have to go. Thank you, ladies, for your contributions. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we move on to the topics for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see am again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we go give them to you. Fact as he be. Men no they ever get fault. If baby not there for her, na the woman.
Talk no they be person, you make person no fit talk through inside.
But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We not even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some poria.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable,
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
I'm
Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show. Give for that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now.
Because I bought more than 200 packs of this size.
Oh, okay.
I have a toddler who is active on Golden Mode. He eats, but there are sometimes that you are putting a bar down fufu, he'll go and carry his Golden Mode plate. It's like, I'm more into it. So in my head, I'm like, what do they put in all these things?
Yes.
That used to attract these children. And, but yes, I noticed one of the very good things about Golden Mode, which is strength. You cannot drag something with my toddler. You rather leave it for him and let him drop it at his time. The moment you are dragging, like, I can break somebody's hand. So he's that strong. And so my mom also says it that, she trained us a bit with Golden More and some other cereals for children. So she's always particular about iron. You will be strong. Even calcium. You have to find how you balance it. If you let your child just take Golden More, maybe the child not going to bring blue for table. But I know that at least for my son, he's heavily invested on Golden. I don't know when we are going to stop. I'm praying that it will be soon.
How old?
He's 2. He's going to be 3 in August. So we are still heavily invested. So this is where my money is going to. If I say I don't have money, he's going to do more. He's going to do more.
Ramatu? Oh, yeah. So it's the same thing. Like my own son too. This is his favorite cereal. So he takes it now. The innovative thing he has done now is that he now adds almond to it and then makes it thick. So he eats it. Yeah, he eats it. He doesn't add too much water, so it will still be strong. Then he'll just be taking it,
chewing it like
that. Very nice. And he uses cold water. And he takes it now. He doesn't take it only in the mornings anymore. He takes it in the morning and late at night before going to bed. Most times when he's just hungry, he'll just take it like. Just the way you take snacks, you just make some and then take. So, but basically, I just like the innovation that he's trying. Tell mommy, please, can we add almonds to it so that it can be sweet? Sometimes we add grapes. Sometimes we add strawberries to it just to make it.
I think that's even like the package.
So they started doing like that. So,
and the great thing about it is that you cannot blend all these things the way you saw it on the pack like this. Then you now put yogurt. You now put it on the wait. Let me land that. You now put it on the tray and then make it thick and put it in the oven. So you can slice it and bake, and then you can slice it and use it like like a healthy snacks. Did I just tell come and pay me? Because I'm good. Anyway, so use it as you can now cut it and then use it as healthy snacks. So that it's strong. And so for people that don't want to eat it as breakfast or people that don't eat breakfast like me,
can have it as
so you can still have it as healthy snacks, or then also drink at night. So I drink more of this like if I'm hungry, like quick stuff to like just munch on or to drink at night.
I'm gonna try it. So I've been cooking lately. I've been doing recipes.
I've been doing only chirichi.
And I've been posting, trying to show. No, I don't
post all the time.
So this is like I've been thinking of making a protein snack. Because I know that Oga likes to chew, nibble, and chew a lot. After eating, the first thing is there cookies? Is there cake? Is there this? So I've been trying to make healthy snacks, healthy ice cream, and all of that. So I'm going to try this one that you just talked about and maybe post the recipes if I like for you people. But we're grown in my house. Everybody wakes up at the time that they want to wake up, and then they go and fix whatever they want to fix. But I know that in school they make sure that they eat in the mornings. I know my daughter has always been complaining that they used to force us to have breakfast. They force us to have breakfast. And my stomach will be biting me. I don't want to eat, I say, please eat something small because you're going to be in school. Before recess, it would have been like a 12-1. You need energy. At home, anytime you're hungry, you can walk into the kitchen and take whatever you want. But in school, you have your structure. Time. So if they ask you to eat breakfast, no matter how small, eat breakfast because it goes a long way. That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we'll move on to the topics for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
His name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back?
You should start the gym to get fat.
Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. So pole dancer,
you're already almost naked.
You're
already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
This is. That's why you're still single.
I will not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person you see us? What is his name?
That woman.
Damn!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's catch up now.
And so we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. Entertainment for pure entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Brand new studio, brand new set, a new face, but still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
It's a fresh new energy, new vibe. You smell that?
Now that's the smell of tasty, tantalizing food from our various chefs.
And when it comes to sports updates with insightful analysis, the place you want to be is Wake Up Nigeria.
That's right. Every second there's a fresh occurrence, and every minute there's a story to tell. Keep abreast of happening locally and internationally via the news updates of Wake Up Nigeria.
It's live camera fashion, where we strut, slay, and sashay, and keep you updated with all the latest fashion trends.
Level up your morning.
Watch Wake Up Nigeria, where every morning begins with a spark.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty. My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top your view pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be.
Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside.
But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We no even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some boring Nigeria.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city.
Thanks for staying with us. So a video showing some officers of the Nigerian police force lining up to receive 5,000 naira cash from the Chinese nationals has surfaced all over different social media platforms. The controversial footage shows a male Chinese national distributing 5,000 naira cash to the police officers who lined up to receive the money. In the video, the police officers could be seen smiling and responding with "thank you" after receiving the money. Though the Nigerian police force has condemned the conduct of its officers, describing their actions as unprofessional and unethical, what are your thoughts on this? You can join the conversation and call us on 02016-352013 or 0902416-3440 or tweet us using the TVC Connect, using the hashtag TVC Connect on X. It's actually X now. And also, we'll take your comments on YouTube. So we saw this video, and as far as I'm concerned, it's not new. It's something that we have always seen. It's something that we have always done. It's something that we have always acknowledged that it is there. There's nothing strange about this, but it's more painful now that it's spotlighted, and the fact that it was an Oyibo that was giving the money, and everybody's just like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nigerians were now like, was not the same thing. Not be white color skin. They call all of them Oyibo now. Once you cross the side, now Oyibo, you be Oyibs. Exactly. So it's something that we know. It's not strange. So when I saw a lot of backlash, I was like, but this is something that we know already. But let me come to the ladies. What are your thoughts on this?
Barrister, what does the law say?
The law in this matter.
So I want to, okay, they're wearing uniform, so I want to believe that they were in line of duty when that happened, and so that's really wrong. And it's okay, like, you know, we know that the security agencies in Nigeria, I know we always attack them, but then they're also trying their best and they're also doing a lot. And sometimes people want to appreciate them, but I think it should have been done in a better way, right? I know that we all know Niger of giving money, even when we are driving on the roads, police stop, you dash, collect money and everything. So appreciate them for standing under the hot sun, you know, taking care of us, protecting. Or maybe there should have been more decorum to how that gift or support was given. Maybe put in an envelope and look for their oga and say, oh, I want to appreciate you people for what you're doing. Maybe you can appreciate anybody and appreciate the agencies and people that are doing good work.
Looking for oga.
Okay, so like who their boss, whoever their boss is on duty. But I just feel like there should have been a bit more decorum on how that support was done. Not just them lining up, and then I know there's hunger. They see there's hunger in the land. The economy is biting. Yes, but that doesn't still excuse certain behaviors. And I heard that the Chinese man has apologized, saying that he doesn't, you know, there's cultural differences and social differences, and he doesn't understand how things are done here. So let's not use him but let's not also use the good thing he was trying to do and, you know, discourage. It's just to correct him. Like next time if you want to do something, but not to discourage him. His intentions were not bad. Just that how he went about it was wrong. Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
We agree with you.
So in fact, when I saw the video, the way they were so excited, as the police people, they were so excited. They even stood at ease and they were collecting the money, smile. If as they're coming through, this next person will just be looking at how the guy is counting the money to make sure that it's really because I saw that they were giving them 5,000. There was another when the lady, there's the Chinese lady too went to the back to give the people behind. She too. She was counting. At some point, she gave someone 6,000. One now said, "This is 6,000." Added 1,000 for me. I watched that video very well. So me, I don't see anything wrong with that, because the only thing is that it was recorded and posted on social media, because these things, they do exist. And when the Chinese guy was giving his apology, he said that they helped him do something and they delivered well, and that was why he was giving them that token. And you saying that they will have given the Oga, by the time they give the Oga that 5,000, they will get maybe 2,000, 3,000.
It may not go down.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good that, you know, it was all out and everything. The truth is that it's just because it was out on social media, and that's just the only thing. And you know, we don't have regulations when it comes to social media. Everybody just posts and maybe that's why everybody is seeing something bad about it. But I don't think there's anything wrong
in that.
Okay, I think that as a citizen of Nigeria, it is quite condescending. It is too low for our police force. Yes, I agree with you that it would have been done in a more civil or orderly manner. You can call them into the office one after the other. Nobody needs to know that you were handing them cash. And so it brings me to say how much cash was in their possession. If you can hand 5,000 cash to almost like 30% standing, so how much of this cash did they have at that moment? And we know, if we say we are looking at bilateral relationship, we know that we've heard stories of even Chinese nationals threatening Nigerians with police.
Yes, our police.
Our own police. Now we taxpayers and they pay. So we've seen too many of it. I have been at the bank sometimes, I think about 10, 11 years, and I witnessed it firsthand. I didn't know I was GTB. And the Chinese man was actually telling the man in the queue that, you know who I am, I will show you. Inside this country, what does the law say? The law says nothing. The law. So there's nobody that we can actually report to. But I saw the video of the man apologizing. He said the person who made the video was a Chinese fellow like them and posted it in a Chinese group. Do you understand? But you know that infiltration has happened now. We can't say that there are no Chinese Nigerian marriages. So somehow it must have gotten leaked. Now, what is the intention for posting it in the Chinese group? That's where my thought is coming from. Why did you have to post it at all in your Chinese group?
Thank you.
Are you sending a wrong signal that once you have the cash and you come to Nigeria, even the police, they are at your beck and call? That's how I say it. Because in this country, my people, they say, the meaning is that if if they call you a glutton, you should try at least be cautious. That's what that one says. So if we say, oh, Nigerian police do like this, at least one sane person amongst those police officers should be able to call them to order and say, oh, God, no, that person, wait. I mean, they did not see the camera.
They saw it.
They saw it, but they were shining their teeth because we claim that there is hunger. You trade hunger for your respect.
Yeah.
You trade hunger for the uniform,
that you're
for
wearing.
the Nigerian toga you are wearing.
Yeah.
If they had accepted that money as civilians or in mufti, it's okay. Nobody knows. But the fact that you feel that you can rubbish our and is this police we're sending to everywhere? Is this police that's catching thief? No.
Yeah.
It's
Let's take this
condescending
call. Daniel from Ikorodu. Good morning, Daniel. Are you there? Daniel, are you there?
Yes.
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, it's a pity to what is on the screen now. The fact remains that they are the ones that are fighting or standing with the ruling class. And now they are doing it. When we protest, they stand with the ruling to tear gas us. Now they are feeling it. Look at the shame of what they are doing to the whole world. That how hunger have lowered them to that level. They should continue to check that or whenever we protest against our life. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I personally think that the Chinese man took advantage of our system because in his country, he will not do that. He will not dare. I remember when I went to Rwanda and we're having conversations with them. I was so wowed with the whole place, how beautiful, how organized and all of that. I even cited some of their policemen and soldiers and all of that. And one of the guys was saying that, you know, as that policeman is standing there, he cannot collect water from anybody because he's in his uniform. They have made it in such a way that they respect the uniform. And he himself, so he was comparing, there's another African country, which I will not mention the name because it's derogatory, comparing how those other ones behave, not Nigeria, I did not talk to Nigerians, how those other police people behave with their uniforms. You can just see one coming, chewing sugar cane, with his uniform, compared to the Rwandans. That they cannot collect anything from you as little as a glass of water or a bottle of water, even if they are in the scorching heat. It's part of the training that they have gotten not to take anything while in uniform. And the way that people respect their police in that place, it was strange to me because I'm coming from somewhere where we just do anyhow to our police, and our police people accept it because they have put themselves on the ground for anybody to, you know, step on them. And this was just so embarrassing. And I like where you took this matter to. That why did they post it in their own group? Because they know. Yes, they know that once you come here, you have money, you can do anything. In their country, you dare not do this. So even if there's a loophole, do you now do it and film it? You could have done it without filming it and nobody will know. So this also goes to the Nigerian police on how they conduct themselves. And it's unfortunate that they say they are trained from time to time, right? But sometimes we don't see the training reflect on how they carry themselves. This is where they are ogas, because when we invite them, maybe like the commissioner of police and all of that, they will tell us, we have training, we have this, we have that. I'm telling you, are you not seeing how other nationals conduct themselves as the police? Because that uniform should carry integrity. That uniform should carry pride. That's why we complain that we don't see many people registering to go into the police. Which Gen Z wants to go into this kind of thing? Nobody. But there's a way you carry yourself. When I was growing up, when you see a soldier or you see a policeman, there's a form of respect that's attached to them. We had people who were in school. I studied political science. I had people who were in school who were planning after that course to go to the police. I don't think we have that now because of the way we carry ourselves.
No, I think so BC, I think that
let me hear Ramat.
So BC, so I think that a gift can happen at any time. The fact that I'm wearing a uniform doesn't mean that a gift cannot happen to me. So they are wearing their uniform and gifts. It's gift because when the guy explained
why. Did you hear what I just said about the Rwandan police? They have a training that you do not collect a gift in uniform.
Maybe ours don't have that training.
We don't have that training.
So I'm just saying that what could have been better, like Amaka rightly said, was to go into the office. This is what you people have done for me.
Yes,
we want to appreciate the police, and this is what we are bringing.
Chicken.
It should not concern you whether it gets to the bottom or not. That is where we now have to start trusting.
No, there's trust deficit already.
Yes, your guys, that when you get a gift for your people, share it with your people.
Yes.
Share it with your people.
Meant for them.
But maybe because they wanted to be transparent. And just like I said, it's just because they took videos of that thing. Say they did not take any video, nobody will know.
So what was the intention of the video?
No, but the truth is that
the intention of the video was so that they can post it on their own group. And at the
so
end
they can shame Nigerian police.
It's wrong. I'm not saying it's
and they have shamed them.
That is where it's wrong. But I'm saying that a gift can happen to you at any time. Whether you're wearing a uniform or not, it can happen to you at any time. And when it happens to you, what you will do is you will receive it, no matter what it is.
So we have a live broadcast, invitation to live broadcast of the FCT Media Parley. This is to invite our television station to broadcast live the FCT Ministers Media Parley, scheduled as follows. Date Friday 18th April 2025. Time is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Venue Honorable Minister's Residence, Live Camp Abuja, set up 8 a.m. And that is going on right now as we speak. But I think people on YouTube are still able to watch us. So you were
so that's the reason why they, like I said about the gift. And you remember that there was a time that these Chinese, there was an issue of them bringing, I think cyber crime or something. These same police were the ones that went and arrested them. So sometimes when we talk about what they've done wrong, let's also talk about the good side that they've done. They are two-faced. This is not even the only time. There was another time there was a Chinese supermarket that was opened in Abuja also that there was an issue. Police went and they arrested them. So let's always talk about the good side.
No, you're not getting it. Honey, before I come to you, we have a caller, Catherine. Good morning, Catherine. Are you there?
Oh no.
Did you lose Catherine?
We lost Catherine, yeah.
Okay. Please, can you say honey, start again?
Achalugo, start again.
Honey, go ahead.
So, like, as in, I understand where you're coming from. Like, anybody can receive a gift, they're doing so. But see, there's security agencies and they're in uniform. If they don't know, we also need to teach them, right? Yeah. It's okay. Anybody can receive a gift. Anybody can want to appreciate people, token of appreciation, anything. But it's how it's done. Like really, them standing and lining up, it doesn't look good. It should have been done right. And then, so we now still talk to the supervisors and the guys. You know, they try now because let your people learn to trust you when there's already distrust amongst the people. I want to take care of us with the people.
You see, this trust that we are talking about, it cuts across board. And like I mentioned, it would have been done if they had been going into the office, film them, go inside, come out, say we're not going to know what's in their collect.
Yes.
If that money had been packaged in an envelope, we will not know the content of it. Like people were counting 5,000. It's because they were invested in that picture.
Yes.
For them to have known the exact amount. Yes, Nigerians like giveaway. We are not oblivious of that fact that an extra cushion for the job well done according to the announcement, but the means and way, it's not it doesn't look good, it is not good. So it takes us back to, if BC mentioned Rwanda has learned their lessons. I saw the movies of Hotel Rwanda and read books of how Rwanda fell and came back up. Nigeria we never fall finish.
So you think we
never fall finish. We never reach Rwanda stage. I don't believe we've got
the Civil War was what?
Oh God, have we not come back to the same junction? We are back to it now, so we don't learn.
History.
But it also falls on the Nigerian police force and their total image. I was traveling to Ijebu one day. I was driving and this policeman just flagged me down. I'm sorry, the first thing I saw was he didn't even have buttons on his shirt. And I told him, I said, you are a disgrace to taxpayers. I said, imagine that I was driving with one of my foreign friends and I will point you as a police officer. And you're even wearing bathroom slippers. The guy forgot why he even stopped me. I said, you're wearing bathroom slippers on duty.
With his uniform.
And I had to count his buttons, I'm sorry. And the buttons were not placed because some were missing. And I said, you stand on the road like this. So image perception is very important.
Very important.
It feels like it's just those Oga that read big book. They're inside office that used to package because when they come here, they speak English. You understand? It feels like, oh, really? Have you people ever been on the road to do Bambiala before? I mean, this one is just modern Alumanjiri style. Because what are they doing on duty? So out of all those 30 of them, none have sense to say, Oga, you know what? Let's go inside the office. It should be done discreetly.
the boldness. Hold on. No, the boldness
to collect, to smile,
the Chinese to film
be going around
in the police station. They don't film in certain places.
Yes.
You don't do that.
Cameras are not allowed.
And they saw it. They knew.
The boldness for them to stand. Imagine you now go to police station and carry this thing. They will collect that phone and beat you off. Exactly. The boldness for them to just stand and be filming. And you're collecting money and smiling.
Comfortable.
No, you embarrass us. At the vex.
It's embarrassing.
We have a call on the line. Stevens from Apapa. Are you there? Let me be calming down. I need to drink water. Are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just glad to hearing all the conversations. The truth of, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
All right. The truth of the matter is there is a lot of things we have taken for granted in this country. As for me, this is a national shame because WeChat is Chinese version of WhatsApp. And the truth of the matter is, if even they want to appreciate the police, this is something they are used to. So they are not conscious of the camera before them. These are police people on national uniform and taking compensation or gift from a foreigner and being recorded by these same foreigners. This is a national disgrace. And you will see the police hierarchy now. They will come outside and tell you they will look into it, they will do this, they will do that. This is what happens on a daily basis. It's a shame. No matter what the man wanted to explain, there's no explanation to this. There is a way you can appreciate somebody on uniform.
With dignity.
Without making it a public embarrassment. Their faces are showing. Even though there is hunger in the land, there should be dignity to that profession. They are collecting it, they are laughing, and they are pocketing it, smiling. Why being videoed? I really think, like one of you said, even if they bring out the forms for police academy for free, people will not buy it.
Yeah.
They will not take it because they have brought down that profession to the worst you can see. Like you said now, you went by the road and you saw a policeman on slippers, between slippers. This is how bad that system is. A Navy personnel will not do this.
Not at all.
That is the gospel truth. A Navy personnel will not do this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stevens. So we'll be taking a short break here. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
You still wanted to dance, Abby? The song has finished. All right, so back to this conversation we're having, how, you know, the police were seen, you know, receiving gifts. I'm also worried that we need to do better for ourselves, right? We need to, and I see that it's how we treat ourselves that will make outsiders. The same way we treat ourselves. It's like how you love yourself is how people that come to your space will love you. How you treat yourself is how people around you will treat you. Yes, you teach people by what you tolerate, right? So it's easy for them to line you up to send you a gift, which they know they cannot do in their country or in any other country as far as I'm concerned. If they wanted to do an appreciation, there's nothing stopping them from writing a letter to the police. Posting it, yes. You guys did this, you were professional, you did your job and all of that, and this is appreciation. There's also something like going into the police station and asking, what are the needs of this station? We have needs.
Social support.
If you go to many police stations, you don't see good chairs. There's no fan. The place is not painted properly. It's dilapidated most of the time. The cells are not looking good. Okay, I would like to invest in this because of the job you guys have done. This is what I want to do. And the officers too that are working, you want to give them something. I believe that this should come to them. You go into the office, you have a conversation. Who is in charge for welfare? I have a gift. Even me, when I want to gift people around me, I don't line them up.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, even my workers. I gift them from time to time. Take, I can't do so. You take. You.
Is it not stress on the person counting the money safe?
I just call somebody who is the head here. Okay, this is it for you people. How you share it is not my business. So we need to work on our own trust system. It's not supposed to be my business coming into your organization to ask how they share. I gave Amaka something. How did Amaka share it? It's not supposed to be my business. We do that internal cleanup by ourselves.
Okay, so will you say that it would have been bad if they had come into their office still wearing their uniform? Because what I can deduce from all you have said is that they were wearing that uniform. What if they were in their office and somebody goes there to go and give them the money?
That's
wearing that uniform.
In the office.
So you know that when they were gifting them, you know they didn't know that they were taking those pictures. Let's say they knew that they were taking videos, but they didn't know that they were taking those videos to post.
But why do you take videos?
Why do you take videos? For archive reasons.
What if, okay, if they are not posted, you know, we won't know that something like that happened.
Exactly.
So it's because they posted it. Look, we collaborate. Look, my own problem is we Nigerians.
I use God beg you.
Wait now, wait. You know, we Nigerians, we always, when something happens, that's when we start looking at all the correct ways of how to have been like this, to have been like that, to have been like this. Look, these people, the police, they've come out and they've complained most times. They're not well paid.
Okay.
You know, they are going through stuff. Their place of work. Have you been to a police station? Have you seen where they work from and everything? It's terrible. It's a terrible place.
And then you come.
They can do anything for even 500. It's not you on the road where you are passing. Sometimes you dash them 500 naira. Because of 500 naira, they'll stop you. They can do anything for any amount. You are seeing 5,000 small money, but they are seeing it as a lot of money. So my own me, what I'm just saying is because the video was taken. If it was not taken, all these things won't be saying it.
Thank God.
So let's say now, it's now that we will now start thinking of how to make sure that they shouldn't behave like this, they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. It's now that we're saying it.
No, but information has reached me that the police officers, they've been sanctioned because they traded money for their professionalism and self-esteem. Yes, and that they saw the video when they were recording it. They did not do it behind them. They saw the video and they did not caution because there are certain places in Nigeria where you can't make videos even when you're passing immigration and customs. You're not allowed to use your camera. Police station, certain places. So they should know better, and they do not know better. And the good thing is that they have been sanctioned. So I love that about.
And maybe the report of the sanctions should be out there, because the people that saw this, if they don't report it back to us, we might also feel that nothing was done, or maybe it's just the regular frenzy. So it's just very bad. It's just very bad, because no Nigerian will do this in China. They carry their officials with so much respect. They don't even let you talk down on them. But in Nigeria, maybe the police officers have also positioned themselves to embarrass us, because sometimes it's like that. You people will not increase our money. We will embarrass you. And because a shame for one, it's a shame for all. It starts from the #1 citizen of this republic, because having this video on the street of China for children who don't even watch Nigerian movies, it's like, so this is how they behave. And another thing comes back to we in Nollywood. There has been a lot of wrong projections. We know that movies nowadays, we're exporting them, and a lot of foreigners binge on our movies and our content. Maybe they should just try from there and
clean up.
We know that it's not like this 100%, but let's just add some make-believe. Maybe if they continually see it the way it is supposed to be done, it will ginger them to do what is right. That's it. But
I
for
agree
this
with
video,
you. And as a filmmaker, if I ever have to do anything that has to do with the police, there's a way I would deliberately project them. Because that's how they sold America to us. If you go there, you will see all the things that are happening there. They will show us
the
beautiful. They have showed up. They don't take bribe. They have reported. They are clean. They are this, they are that. Everybody says, America, the land of countries. Let's go to America. Everybody wants to go to America. When you know the first time I landed there, I was in New York. The beggar said, I want that. I said, what's going on here? Many of them were sleeping on the street.
Yeah, so less people.
Hey, bro, beggars everywhere.
You stand up for Nigeria.
Let's take this call. Odunayo. Good morning, Odunayo. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning. This is Odunayo from Oniale for Ogun State.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. My contribution is that that video is a total disrespect to the nationality of Nigeria. But what I really wanted to contribute is this. We have worked with Chinese people. I want to speak on what Amasi is saying, that it's a gift, anybody can receive a gift. I want you to understand that we have worked with Chinese people. I know their orientation and their perspective about Nigerians. The purpose of that video is to disrespect Nigerian nationality. There is not about it's to disrespect. I've worked with Chinese people. I studied engineering. I started from the grassroots. I worked with them as technicians. They wanted to disrespect the purpose.
They're deliberate.
We should just tell ourselves the truth. We stop deceiving ourselves. They wanted to disgrace us as Nigerians. Our security agencies are corrupt. And they don't even have any regard. They are so poor and they are wretched. That's just it. That's because I want them. If you know, I cannot. The exam will not permit me to
explain what you have experienced. Thank you, Dwyer.
I've not experienced. Yes, I've not experienced, but I had a sister who worked with one of the hair attachment companies, and the way she emphasizes that they are very stingy, like their hand packed super glue when they were crawling. That the way they do, in fact, do you know that we have situations where she was actually telling me one year that they lost like 4 persons, and those people bloody swept it under the carpet.
Yes.
Wow.
And they won't let it come out because they feel that even the police station where you're going to, they have bought.
Their people. Yeah.
So that's why I insist that there is a motive. Sending it into their group shows that they want to completely downgrade Nigeria for other people that want to come in that just have your money. That's the only language these people understand. And that's the only thing why.
But let me tell you, like what she said about the Americans. You know, let me tell you, a lot of things happens in America, but before it gets to their to the media space, they will have erased it. So what we will have done is that's where we are supposed to sit up and start regulating what comes out to the media.
You don't come those kind of videos into the police station. In fact, we need to start respecting ourselves. We need to also help our police. We need to put that respect in them. You don't come to the station because an ordinary citizen does not come to the station with your phone. You're not allowed. Even when you're making statements, they collect your phone from you. If you go to the police station, try it, that something happens and then you're making you are not allowed to enter with your phone. There are security agencies that you're not allowed, the immigration you're not allowed to enter with your phone. We should make it a policy. So nobody has a right to come and be videoing you when it's not
and they were smiling. They were
smiling. They were so happy.
They felt comfortable with it.
No, we have to help them. That's
okay. So, but me, I'm not supporting that. I'm not saying that what they did is right.
We see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't explain your point, my darling. Stay with your point. We agree with you. Because you have a point as well. We also need to look at their welfare, how they are perceived, how they are treated, how life is easier for them. It also helps with their pride and integrity, right? There's an adage in my place that says, meaning if they say they will not give you food, they want to starve you with hunger. When the person comes, swear your belly, look like you have eaten to show that I don't care about your food, even when you are very, very hungry. I think that's where we need to enter when it comes to our security agencies. Even though we know that we're still working towards getting their welfare properly, they themselves should be able to say, this is not acceptable. I respect my uniform. And we ourselves should respect their uniform, irrespective of anything.
Okay, one last question, because I want to ask you, like, so who is in charge of the uniforms or the boots of the police officers?
I think
because they should buy them.
They buy themselves. They've said it severally on different apps that they buy. Even the military have accused that they buy these boots and this uniform.
They are not supposed to.
They are not supposed to.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the Nigerian uniform.
Because the man that the button that doesn't have a boot, that is wearing slippers, whether I like it or not, they're representative of the police force. And if one person is looking like that, so I think that the police force should take charge of that. Where maybe every 3 months, every 6 months,
they change
it for them. Because if you're waiting for someone that has maybe bills to pay or whatever to take that money, people have issues.
Should I shock
maybe
you?
Sick kids.
Should I shock you? I think about 2 years ago, I saw that news. There was an illegal police sewing uniform factory somewhere in Lagos. That is illegal.
So they buy from the person.
That the people can. So that's why some even civilians have access to buy to the uniform, stand on the road. Because if it came from one channel, and you have all your officers registered, come in with your registration number or what have you, and pick up your uniform. So we won't have this. They just buy camo on the street, buy police uniform on the street, and we don't even know who is who at the end of the day. I think sometimes I left the studio a few months back around Alausa area, and this police officer just told me that I was in a very good mood. And he was just like, madam, I said, no, they give person money. And the guy gave me 500 naira. I'm very honest. I did the video, I think around December
really
time.
Nice ones.
They are nice ones.
The way he said, madam, anything for us. I said, no, they give person money. And that thing endeared me to that man, because anytime I pass there, I usually see him. So it now became a habit for me to gift him. I won't lie. Because it's one good turn. Somebody that can give you 500. And when I posted it on my social media page, people were like, don't take the money into you. I say money that I spent.
Why shouldn't you?
As well.
So I continue to gift anytime I see him around that place and I have cash. I think his name is Thank God. I will not say I don't know more than that, but I mean that gesture shows that it's not all of them. That is actually bad.
Even this gifting, we gift them on the road.
On the road, wearing their uniform.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
When we are saying, I don't
bringing out.
When we are saying,
yes, so you can imagine bringing out your phone.
Now I wouldn't have brought out my phone because I knew that the genuinity of me gifting him was because he gifted me first. I could have brought out my phone when he was gifting me to say, oh, Nigerian police, they are good, and do some image repair. But I didn't need to. I didn't have to cast it. It's between me and him and God, because at least I was just appreciative of that. He could have refused it, saying that he was in uniform, but he also saw my intention that it was genuine.
No, I'm not
That's
saying,
the problem with this one.
So now,
okay, Ramatu, go ahead.
So this one now is because it's foreign people that gave the money.
No.
And then wait now,
the
and
advertisement
then I give you so because okay, so you did not take your. That's the only difference that you didn't take videos.
Mine, I didn't take videos, and because I didn't have a reason to take a video for me just gifting the police.
But you know they did something for the Chinese person.
We did not. Maybe he did something for me. That's why I'm also giving him money. But I said he could have had a choice to refuse.
Okay.
Now this is different in this context.
You know what I hear? I hear that our culture of giving and receiving is flawed.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
that's where the problem is. Exactly. Our culture of giving and receiving is flawed. So the police are used to receiving. They see it as part of our culture. A Nigerian can gift them. A Chinese can gift them. An Indian can gift them. So they don't see it as anything. Now, if we want to change this whole dynamic, even we ourselves will stop gifting them on the streets.
That's what it means.
So once they are on uniform, they are not expected to collect anything from anybody.
So how do they appreciate them?
Can we sustain it?
Now.
You go and appreciate me. I'm going to appreciate this you on behalf of the person on the road.
Can we sustain it?
That's
another thing.
Yes, we can sustain it.
How?
And this is how we can sustain it. Going back to CSR, corporate social responsibility, like you rightly touched on. I can decide that I have money to, instead of calling Olopa, lining them up, I have 100,000, 200,000, let me go and paint. But you know, sometimes the way they will stress you, you would almost regret why you came to just do a simple act of service
for them.
The way they're like, where are you coming from? Yeah, do this, and sometimes they will now almost tell you that, Auntie, don't you think it's better you give us this money than painting government property? So it is that culture of let people do. They need better environment. Sometimes you go to their police stations and it's completely a shadow. You can barely even see lights to see each other. Looking dark.
I say we still write statements.
Do you understand? Very dingy. So if they open up to citizens coming to appreciate them by taking care of their environment. But when you start now, some people say you have political ambition. It's another part.
We don't care about what people say, but that's
what we are saying.
Okay. We have Abdul from Abuja. Good morning, Abdul. Abdul.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Is it Abdul or Abdul?
Today.
Abdul.
Yeah,
Abdul. Okay.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm also a regular caller. I just called to appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Regular.
Busy. I would like you to give me this dress after I will give it to my wife.
I'm selling, no. House of BC, just come and buy. We have 2 pieces left.
I want to get to Ramotu.
Okay.
You said something about I'm taking you back. I'm very sorry about the Boko Haram. That was not true. In fact, those people pay tax to Boko Haram to protect them. You can confirm that from Babajide.
Okay, from the newspaper.
The newspaper review that Boko Haram, the villagers enable the Boko Haram people.
Oh, okay. Some villages.
It's the community that pays tax to Boko Haram to protect them. Not Boko Haram giving the community money to shield them. No.
Okay, like society that contributes to Boko Haram for protection. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you. Yes, so I'm just thinking of so many ways we can help the police.
We just need to.
We don't have. We don't have. I see NGOs being set up for different things. So we're working for people that have cancer. This organization, girls that I've never heard an NGO set up for police welfare. Why? Why don't we have something like that? Why are we not thinking of how? Because this would have made it so easy. You are looking for, you have extra 200 now. Maka has extra 300. You are looking for which good to do. Because sometimes you have money and you want to do good for, and you are thinking in your head, what do I do now? Who do I give this money? Who do I bless? Right? Those monies can be channeled to organizations that are after police welfare. We don't have those organizations.
I know. There is.
Please.
I actually went to Google now and NGO on police welfare, and I'm seeing that several NGOs in Nigeria focus on police welfare and reform.
What are their names?
The Clean Foundation is a prominent organization promoting public safety and security. We have the SPAT project aim to empower the Nigerian police force with professionals rights respecting services. The Nigerian Police Force is also working on improving police welfare through initiatives like the Police Trust Fund, which provides alternative.
My point is, we don't hear about this.
So let me answer you.
They need to do more.
So you can see that you just counted, like you can count it on your fingers. When we have foundations for every other thing. So many you know, so the narrative is supposed to be when you go to enter a police station, first thing you see is that they say police is your friend. But the citizens and Nigerians don't consider police their friend. So I will not bring out my money, or so many Nigerians will not bring out their money for the welfare of police, because they feel that the person is not their friend, because they feel like that they might not be appreciated, or maybe they've had certain sad or traumatic experiences in the past. Do you understand? So in this, like Nibo, they'll say I would think for good things for me. So when people have better experiences, then they want to give back to that particular agency. That's
so
what
you feel
it is.
Because Nigerians are not having...
Yeah, they don't feel very happy towards the Nigerian police. So you find out that they are not taking out their time or resources to give back to the Nigerian police. So for me, at the end of this, all about the Nigerian police rebranding themselves. Yeah, image rebranding, customer service. They need, the Nigerian police is to also be taught customer service.
Yeah,
you're taking care of people. Then also how manner of approach, how to now scale from the tone of your voice can go from 1 to 3 before it gets to 100. You know, they need to be taught customer service and different. You know, we take these customer service things for granted, but how you manner of approach matters.
Yeah.
So generally, I think
I think we have practically finished this topic. We have said everything we need to say. But there's this report I got now that police reject 1 million bribe, arrest suspected car thieves in Katsina. We're not saying police is not doing well. They are doing their job. They are working. Maybe they came to appreciate them now for the job that they have done. They are working. We're just saying that we need a lot more rebranding for them. We need a lot more respect for them. We need a lot more etiquette for them, so that people have joy when they see the police in their uniform. People give them respect. People give them the honor that they deserve. They're actually working. But sometimes they do some things that just mess up their name. And we're trying as Nigerians to clean up our police system in such a way that when you mention you are in the Nigerian police force, everybody goes stand. And I think we've practically, said about this. Anybody that wants to help, hold on, we have to go. Everybody that wants to help should find better ways of helping. Don't embarrass them because you want to help them. Don't strip them of their dignity because you want to help them. And those people were deliberate about what they did. We forgive them because they've apologized, but they should not do it again, please. Thank you. That's all we can take on this segment. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we find another topic to tantalize you today. It's Good Friday. We'll be right back.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point,
I feel like clubbing.
It's a Friday.
Okay, but it's Good Friday. It's Good Friday. We have to be. Thanks for staying with us. So, social media matchmaker Kehinde Adams, popularly known as Lege Miami, has come out to say any married woman passwording her phone is definitely hiding something, that she's not different from a prostitute. This now brings us to the question: must cheating be all about women? What about men who have passwords on their phones? Should husbands and wives share each other's passwords? Should couple have unfettered access to each other's phones? What are your thoughts on this? Because me, I don't understand it. But you can join the conversation on 02016 352013 or 09024163440. Tweet to us using the hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Do you have password?
You know me, I'm not married yet. So let's start with
Do you have password?
No, I'm not married.
Sorry, so let's start with the married one. Then we can have
a partner. I'm not officially married.
So your partner is part of it now.
Do you have a
password on my phone?
The same thing.
What do you know? I have partner.
I have a password on my phone.
Okay. Does your husband have a password?
He has a password on his phone.
Your partner has a password.
He knows it, yeah.
So they have called the people name now. So why are you people having password?
No, we should not have password for our own password.
Okay, so
no, but what is somebody even looking for in another person's phone? Man or woman? What are you finding?
For your partner, you should share everything.
No,
do you have password on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Oh yes, it's 2 years of marriage.
Let me clear the guys this thing. It's not when women have password on their phones. It's not because they are cheating or something. Like me, for example, I have password on my phone because of my children. One.
Okay. We don't know why you have it. Why you explaining?
She's the one telling us now.
No, Kim, he's saying that we have passworded our phone.
Okay, because
we are cheating
or something.
So me now, I want to tell him why I have password on my phone.
Go ahead, please.
It's not because I am cheating. It's because of my children. One. Sometimes they'll pick your phone and then they start, sometimes they download a lot of things, and sometimes there was a time my son picked up my phone and he started transferring money. He was just using that USD. I left it at that point. I was trying to transfer money and I left it at that point. And I left. Then he just came. He knew my password.
And he decided to just do animal sound.
Exactly. So by the time I came back, I had to now start calling all of them. Yeah, please,
send back my money.
So you can imagine. Some did though. Some were like, the network. I called.
How much in total?
Some he sent some 100, some 10,000.
100,000.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I suffered. So one, that's one major reason. Then secondly, sometimes when if your phone is not passworded, sometimes when you are driving, you can just mistakenly call somebody, and then the person will just speak, and then it's not the person will say hello. It's not the person to notice that you are not saying anything and cut it. They will just leave it and then credits.
And you may not be gossiping about somebody.
Exactly, and that one took a help. So you can imagine. So that's these are some of the reasons why women password their phones.
Well, I have password on my phone, and it's for personal reasons. We've had. I don't think I'm in a relationship where I just throw all to the wind, hook, line, and sinker. I am a kind of person that always have reservation for what if. So if that what if is what will make me password my phone and have a bit of sanity within my space, yes, I will, and I will continue to. My partner has password on his phone. I think it was one day that somebody said somebody died mysteriously, that he just called me and started giving me his ATM password. And even that day, I shocked. I said, what's going on? He said, oh, he heard this story and God forbid, or anyway. Do you understand? So yes, I want to, first of all, I want to say, even the legate that is saying that somebody, to the best of my knowledge, is not married. So he should also wait until he gets married. Then he will know how and why partners or people in a relationship or people in marriage password their phones. The reason there's a password there is so that you can store some things for your own ability, for your own eyes. Maybe yes, your partner might. Some partners are interested in knowing the password. Some are not. So if some will pick your phone, like your phone is ringing, the way they'll just face it, now you go there ask, who is there? Say, is it me that bought? Even when some of them are the ones that bought these phones, but him saying that women who password phones, I think from an angle of illiteracy, yes, it sits on him, because that's very illiterate of him to have said all women who password their phones. Some of us have heavy transactions on our phones. We've seen where men are privy to their wife's phone and they transfer their monies and they transfer their documents. So if for your sanity you gotta password your phone. I also have children that, yes, I always try to. What if there's jiggy jiggy bang bang video on my phone? Then you say that I should not password it. How good day. You will take your phone to Computer Village to go and repair. You know that they have to call you that, madam, or your password. So you are sure who you are leaving. Your phone can be stolen at any damn point. And everybody has access to your information just like that. There are some phones that because of password, it was difficult for even the stealer to use it. And it cannot be returned to the stealee. So the phone, at the end of the day, it's better you know that my phone is useless. Other than knowing that, oh, my information is just there. It's
everywhere in the world.
It's everywhere. So, dear Legge Miami, we women in relationships and the ones that are fully married, we have different reasons for passwording our phone. So wait till when you get officially married, then put that information to your wife, because you must have paid for her dowry and everything. So if she accepts, and people like that, they marry goat. People like that, they marry goat. So say, no go yeah.
The people marry goat or animal, so is marrying an animal, so people can marry chicken and.
You understand? No, goat, like I mean the appellation of this.
Of course, I know. Of course, I totally.
Don't follow me.
Of course, I totally understand.
No, you should relax. You should relax. You should relax.
So I just feel like that was too deep when I heard that women that password prostitute. Why is any small thing? They'll just call women prostitute. You work so hard, prostitute. You are doing well your career, prostitute. You are chopping your money, prostitute. Lifestyle, prostitute.
That's why we have some men to give women prostitute.
What is it now?
We give them.
For example, I'm a lawyer. So client confidentiality and certain information of my phone, it's just for my own consumption and not for any other person. So I owe it to my clients to make sure that their informations are safe at every point, because they are very sensitive information and deals and documents, right? And then secondly, most of these phones are touch screen, so at any point in time your hand can touch
anything,
and like you said, you're dialing out or you're in a meeting, and then someone can have access to the conversations they're not supposed to have access to. And then and for me, I'm not really want to hide my password. Like if I'm beside you, I'll just I don't have to. I'm not the person that hides or whatever. These are my reasons for having password. But yeah, even husbands and wives, people should also be able to have a certain level of privacy if they want, right? I know people that their partners have each other's passwords in case something happens or there's an emergency or stuff. That's still okay. But then for people that don't want to, it's still okay. There's no hard and fast rule to life or how people want to live. If a man wants to hide his password, then you hide your own. If a man wants to be transparent with his own, you be transparent with his own. People in different relationships have rules and regulations that guide them.
No, what they do, they don't let people do to them.
Yes, that's why he's able to say that.
I don't think passwording or no passwording means anything as far as I'm concerned. We have explained many reasons, why people would have to put a password on their phone. Leaving your phone, like for instance, I have a PA, right? Imagine my phone open and then credit alert is just entry, and she's working with my phone and she's seeing and she's seeing everything. It's not even for my own safety, right? Whether it's your PA, it's your driver, people that are your help, people that are working with you, even your children. There's some information that they should not see.
See somebody's child transferring money. That's for that Christmas.
Especially when it comes to things like money or some sensitive information. They shouldn't have access to that. They've not come of age to have that. And it's okay that you want to keep your privacy, but I and my partner, my Oga, decided from beginning that, Auntie, I don't want to see what's on your phone. You don't put your eye where, if you don't want heart echo. Don't put your eye where.
Because what you are finding, you will see.
You will see what you're looking for.
That's the best kind of relationship.
So he passworded his phone. I passworded my phone. Yes. Nobody checks each other's phone. If you need anything, he can ask for. He wants to see something and all of that. Maybe we are having a conversation and I want to show him a message somebody sent. I give him my phone. He sees it. He gives me back. He doesn't check my phone. I don't check his. So for many years, we've always run passwording our phones, and it has never been an issue where why did you password your phone?
Come and learn from 20 years marriage.
Don't rush me now. See, they go for road.
We are going there.
And I don't see it as anything. So it's just unfortunate how people come up with certain things and just say, make a blanket statement.
And lump it up on others.
If you do this, you must be this. If
don't
you do
married
that,
women go to clubs.
You must. Thank you.
Does it mean that they are prostitutes?
There are people I know who have been in relationships that they have cheated and they don't have password on their phone. People don't cheat. People cheat wisely these days. You just tell your other person, don't call me. What is
this time to this time?
What is 8 p.m.? Don't call.
Even when you call,
drop high.
Even when you call, the conversation is always different.
Exactly.
Okay, that's office file.
And aside from that, if for example I'm your friend and I want to have certain conversations with you, and I want that conversation is not for your husband
to hear,
or I don't want your husband to have access to those conversations. It's for you. So I expect for me to confide in you that you should be able to protect
the
information that I'm giving out.
But some partners that don't even have access to phones, they clone their partner's phones.
How do you mean?
God.
I know.
They clone your phone. So they are reading the message as you are reading it. They will not struggle for password with you because they have cloned the phone.
Wow.
So those ones that are constantly giving themselves headache, we wish them well.
Anything your eyes see.
Your eye.
It doesn't stop anything.
Because if I have to do that, then I don't have to be there.
You shouldn't be in that relationship. If I cannot trust you enough, you shouldn't be in that relationship. Anything you want to tell me. So I think people should also understand that, like you rightly said, people should have a form of privacy. You know what? They tire people for marriage, where everything is like this.
Problem.
Everything is just in the mix of.
And you know that
you cannot sleep alone. You cannot rest alone. You do not have your space. Everything is just inside. After a while, you go. Can I just breathe?
So when you have opportunity to leave the house, you don't want to come back in 24 hours.
Of course.
It's like, let me have my space.
People need to understand that individuals at certain times need their lives to. There was something pivotal I saw. I've forgotten, was it Trevor, one of these speakers, I was saying that we have put so much burden on relationships, burdens that we're supposed to spread between friendships, clubs, family. We've carried everything to one romantic space, relationship. So your husband or your wife is supposed to be your best friend, your cousin, your lover, your teacher, your counselor, the entire person.
And all these expectations.
That is why we're seeing a lot of divorces, because our forefathers or our mothers or foremothers at the time had outlets. So they had their friends, they had their clubs.
They had meetings everywhere.
They had this one. They had church program. They had village program. Everything. So then when it's now relationship, we know it's romance. It's sweet. Now your husband is everything. Your wife is your everything. Now they make
so can I add? You see, this phone itself has always been. It brings a lot of problems in a lot of homes. I know of one lady. She just read message and she just gave it a different interpretation. Meanwhile, the guy is just communicating and he was just talking about something else. And then she gave it a different interpretation. And then she started following him. She had an accident and she died. It was on Facebook. And even me, several times, sometimes, my business line. You have some guys that call to ask for some things, and then the woman will just go. She'll just look at the recent calls and start calling all the number. Then immediately she hears a female voice. She now asks me that, who are you? What are you doing with my husband? I'm like, do you know how many calls I've received? Who is your husband? Which one? Which one? So at the end of the day, you just give yourself high blood pressure over nothing. So I don't believe that everybody should password their phones and keep your phone to yourself.
5 men have called me today. Which
of them? Which one? What's his name? Middle name. What does he look? I don't even know him. He called to buy something from me. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's better just password your phone.
Sometimes there are some stubborn people. Even when they know that you're very married, they still send you these messages. And for some personal reasons of safety, it's better that you gist your partner with your mouth, other than him seeing it, because there are times that maybe this person has sent you a message on Instagram, there's a different message on Facebook. Some people go around your life like that as if you have their kidney. They will go on WhatsApp. Somebody will be on your Facebook, be asking for WhatsApp number. Even on Facebook, not chat site. Do you want to buy shares in my life? So sometimes when those messages go around and your partner just picks and say, hey, somebody sent you, I love you. This James again.
I've seen this James before.
You don't understand.
He said you want to buy shares
in my life. You're asking for WhatsApp.
That's it.
Thank you, ladies. So please, all this blanket statement, if this is not this, is that, is not that.
Maybe we should say all men that password their phones are armed robbers.
Exactly.
That's why they'll be stealing.
Thank you, ladies, darling. Thank you, darlings and honeys. We had an interesting year, and I hope that we've learned one or two from today's show. The first show we talked about the police, how we can, give more integrity to the police, how we can rebrand them. That's the word Amaka used, rebrand the police for the benefit of everybody, Nigerian nationals. And now, password or no password, do you, darling?
Do you?
Do you? Happy Good Friday once again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you again on Monday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, your view pigeon.
You're the